Hi guys, hello, another video for you all. Some more content on Batocera. So we're now in version 37 of the beta, and I've just added in PlayStation 2 Lightgun game support. So that's very exciting. Of course, being in the beta, we need to test things out, find any bugs and issues so the devs can fix it for the stable release that will come down the line. So I thought you guys might like to join me for the ride. So I'll let you know I'm running Batocera, this custom Linux operating system, on my Valve Steam Deck off an SD card, and I'm using a Sinden Lightgun to do the shooting. Now you can run Batocera on all kinds of different machines. You can use all kinds of different types of light guns, even something as cheap as a Wiimote. So that's cool to know. So what we want to focus on is PlayStation 2. So there we go, and we're heading. So the first thing to point out, I think we've probably got about 10 games that we can play. So some of you might get a little bit confused because you'll see Silent Scope and you think, oh yeah, it's a light gun game. It's not. It was ported to the PS2 before they had the light guns. So it gets a little bit confusing because Silent Scope is a light gun game on the Xbox. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're going to transfer your games across. You might be confused why your light gun's not working. So what happens is we should get these little crosshairs next to the name of the game, and that's what tells us it's a light gun game. So let's head down. Let's do Time Crisis, because that's what everybody really thinks of when we do light gun games. Now I know some of you will be thinking, do you have a pedal? Yes I do, but I can't use it in Batocera at the moment. It recognises it, it knows it's a pedal, but it screws up all of the controls, all of the bindings, so the gun stops working. So the devs know about this. It's in the pipeline to get done down the road. So what was important was to get PlayStation 2 working, to have these games to play. We worry about the pedal later. You don't really need it. It's just for that arcade authenticity. So just wait for the game to boot up. We will mention that MAME, Multiple Arcade Machine Emulator, finally has Time Crisis 2 running now. So that's kind of exciting, but we're going to do the PlayStation 2 version. So it wants me to do the calibration. For a lot of the games, the devs have already done this for us, but the games that ask us to calibrate, we have to push a button. There we go. So it's the front right on my Sinden. So I just take aim, and the back left button to continue.
At Neodyne Industries, we have successfully completed a global network consisting of...
I don't think you guys need to see all of the cutscenes. We just want to see the shooting. Right, so we can go into the options and we can change how we come in and out of cover to do the reload, whether you want to hold the button to come out or whatever. It's really up to you. So we can do multiplayer, but I've only got the one gun, so we'll just stick to one player. Let's do the story mode. So they did tinker around with the bindings to find something that was a bit more natural. Let's just shoot the screen to fast forward. So front left button on the Sinden, I'm holding that down to pop out of cover. I do have the recoil Sinden, but I've turned that off in the options because I really don't need that click clacking whilst I'm trying to speak. Oh, he nearly tagged me, but we got him at the back. So cool game this if you do it multiplayer, because the other guy's got a slightly different angle to shoot guys from. See when it's flashing up red, that's warning me that I'm potentially going to get shot in the face. Right, let's try and take out that tanker. So the tracking's good. Oh, tagged by the grenade. Right, let's come out and we'll have a look at Crisis Zone. So still Time Crisis. This one we have a fully automatic weapon. So we did notice there was some issues with this. We could calibrate the gun, but it also has an option for calibrating the brightness of the screen automatically, and it can't do that in Batocera. So what the guys had to do was take out this flashing animation. The screen would flash white for like the muzzle flash, but that was way too bright without being able to calibrate the screen. So yeah, this is all part of the fun of testing the beta out and finding these issues. So I was given the fix to try out. I was like, yeah, that works well. So hopefully that'll be in the latest version of the beta by now. So we calibrate. See, it's asking to adjust the flashing brightness, aim inside and I shoot. It says adjustment failed. So we'll just have to leave that. I've applied the fix. We won't get that flashing on screen.
Square recently opened on the outskirts. Time Crisis.
So again, we can go into the options and change what the buttons do for coming out of cover. I need to pick a zone. So as you're curious, the white border on the outside of the screen, that is to help the Sinden gun know where I'm aiming. It sees that, and then using math it figures out our aiming point. So let's pop out of cover. Bit different when you're doing full auto fire. So this would really grate on me if I had the recoil enabled, especially the Sinden, because it uses a capacitor. It kind of struggles to maintain a rhythm with the recoil. So these things flying all over the place as we shoot them. Yeah, so those of you that think of getting the Sinden, you know, if you don't want to get the recoil, don't feel like you're missing out on too much. For single shot, it's great. There's a few different modes you can have it though. You pull for a single shot, but as you hold the trigger down, then after a couple of seconds it will click into full auto mode. So it really does grate on me after a while. So having it turned off, I'm not too bothered. So if that's, you know, the difference between you being able to afford two guns without recoil, and or maybe just the one with recoil, maybe you want to get those two guns. You can always add the recoil later on, open the gun up, put the module in. I don't need to play through the whole game, but we know it's playing pretty well. So we can give Time Crisis 3 a bash. So this is an interesting one because we get to flick through weapons. You've got shotguns, grenade launchers, handgun, machine gun. It's kind of fun. Always cool to see those boot logos come up whenever you do a retro system. Always hear Namco in the back of my head because I played too much Soul Calibur as a kid. Alright, let's do our calibration.
Time Crisis.
Arcade mode it is. Story mode. Shoot to skip. So the guy in yellow, I want to tag him as much as possible because he's dropped that machine gun ammo for me. Front right button on my Sinden, swapping the weapons. Guy up top. Bringing in the big guns. You guys get the idea? Back out. So we do have Virtual Cop to play as well. Vampire Night, which I know they do play. So I think we'll leave the video there because we don't want it to run on too long. It's just to let you guys know we do have PlayStation 2 Lightgun support and it's working incredibly well. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So have a great day, have a great evening, whatever you choose to do after watching this. And as always, I'll see you when I see you next. Ciao for now.